It's a magical underwater scene. Thousands of tropical fish, soft corals of all colours swaying gently. This is the first ever look at what is a piece of North Coast maritime history. The Sea Rouge, which sank in February 2008. No one was more shocked to see it than Jo Hawkins, who recently stumbled across it in her Facebook feed.
And I froze. I went, what? And I said to my older son, they've found Dad's boat.
Jo is the former wife of Charlie Picton, whose body has never been found. He was one of 3 men on board the night the prawn trawler got hooked up and flipped. Miraculously, all 3 made it out of the boat alive. It was 1:30 a.m. They clung to a single fish tub like this one until daybreak. Then Michael Williams decided to swim 15 kilometres to shore to raise the alarm.
Kept my eye on Mount Warning and kept, swimming towards that.
He made it and has since been honoured with bravery awards. He raised the alarm, then the third man, John Jarrett, was winched to safety after nearly 30 hours at sea. A survivor, but his family say he's never been the same since.
He will never recover. He will never recover from that.
Charlie's body was never found. Blue Bay divers recently discovered the wreck with their sounder, but it's in a treacherous location off Brunswick Heads. They waited until the perfect conditions and took a skilled crew.
It's beautiful. Unfortunately, we only had limited time down there because of the depth. So back up the line and we were all pretty pumped after a good dive.
These are the very first images ever captured. Remarkably, they show it's still intact, nets in place, everything just as it was that night.
The wreck lies 16 kilometres out to sea and 50 metres down. It's hard to find, making this the footage survivors and family members never expected to see.
The last time Michael glanced at it, that night at sea, it was upside down. Then he says it was gone.
Seeing it on the film, it's just like my heart, it just felt deep in the heart, the emotion and the beauty of it and the sadness and the joy of, in a way, just what's happened, and I've survived.
The trawler once used to catch sea life, now ironically a safe haven for tens of thousands of fish.
Amazing, it's just so colourful and it's like it's decorated by the ocean. It's like a memorial for Charlie and for us and what we went through.
As for Charlie's family, it's closure they didn't expect.
When I was little, I used to think that he was still alive on a remote island. And then, after a few years, I realised he wasn't going to be coming back. But, yeah.
His family say the beautiful ruin is a salt garden memorial for Charlie, laid to rest in the place he loved most.
He did happen to say, I don't suppose I should say, but if anything happens at sea, leave me there. But that's what he wanted.
And details have also emerged about Charlie's final hours. Jo says he was in a good place, singing his favourite songs.
I know what song he sang. He sang Amazing Grace. Everyone knows that. And he would have sung Amazing Grace and called out to the Lord.
Now Charlie's youngest son, Will, is saving up, hoping to one day do the dive himself. The family so grateful to the divers who brought these stunning images to life. Sky Carl in Yamba, Prime7 News.